Hey there folks, Wrel here. This is your weekly update for May 19th, 2014, and as far as community news goes, there's one big event that I would like to make you all aware of, as well as some smaller bits and pieces that will actually affect the game. So, from Friday to Sunday this week, Black Widow Company and Nightmare Battalion, among others, are hosting the Fallen Heroes Charity Alert, and it's going to be a big weekend event in honor of veterans and their families. All funds raised during the event will go to help the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund, or the International Rescue Committee. All PlanetSide 2 players are welcome, and the festivities will be taking place on Matherson. Black Widow Company has been known to do things big, so it'll definitely be worth watching at the very least. And if you are interested in watching, donating, or participating, the whole event is going to be streamed on Black Widow Company's channel at twitch.tv/Black Widow Company. And I've listed a handful of links in the video description as well, including the event trailer that Nightmare Battalion put together, a link to the Play to Give Back site, as well as the Reddit post with more information on the event. So again, that starts this Friday, and it's going to be a lot of fun and games and memories that will help support a good cause. In other news, PS2Alerts.com has received a handful of updates, and for those who don't know, PS2 Alerts is a place where you can go to see a lot of information about alerts happening in PlanetSide 2. You can see how many each faction has won or lost on each server, you can see how many of them were dominations, you can see which alerts are happening right now, as well as the progress made from each faction, and the time left in the alert. There's even a custom scoring system that takes into account population imbalances. So if you are a hardcore alert junkie and just want to know when you should log on, or if you're just interested in seeing how many alerts your faction has lost recently so that you can continue to complain about something, then feel free to check out that site at ps2alerts.com. Also, if visiting a website is a little bit out of the way for you, then you can also follow at PS2 Alert Tracker on Twitter, and then you'll see a tweet every time a new alert goes live or when one finishes up. Both of those links in the description below if you're interested. Something that I think other YouTubers will appreciate is that Iridar51 recently put together a spreadsheet in Excel, and that spreadsheet calculates the number of bullets to kill across an entire weapon's fall-off distance, and it also takes into consideration whether or not they have nanoweave equipped, and it'll also do damage per second and time to kill calculations and that sort of thing. So if anything, it'll save a lot of math by hand for folks like Drathimus, Kamikazes, or the Bear and myself, and it's also a good tool for any player who is just a little bit curious as to what the damage drop-off actually means for your weapon's effective range. I've linked to Iridar's website in the description below, which not only has the downloadable Excel document and instructions for how to use it, but it also has a couple really in-depth guides, one on the light assault and the other on weapon and recoil mechanics in PlanetSide 2. The last bit of community news is about the next patch, which was actually delayed last week. For those who don't know, there were some wildfires in California last week, and according to California.gov, it looks like there's still fires that need to be put out, but Higby said that each time that they're about to release a patch, they do a big playtest, and in this playtest they happen to find some bugs, and because of the wildfires, people had to go home, they had to keep their families safe, so they weren't able to squash the bugs and release the patch. So long story short, we'll likely be seeing that patch out later this week, and it'll include the update system, the new assault rifles, and the other medic goodies that we talked about last week. Just for your guys' awareness though, I was really hoping to have a Zenith review out this past weekend. It didn't turn out to be the case. Basically, I really don't like the gun. I can't find a single reason why I'd want to pull it over my much more consistent Solstice carbine or my VX6 TAC 7, depending on the range that I'm playing at. And I haven't played with the VX6 TAC 7 or the Serpent much since the recent nerfs, so things might have changed, but the Zenith is just, it's been causing a lot more frustration than it's worth, and this tells me that I just haven't spent nearly enough time playing with the weapon yet, and I don't ever want to review something that I don't feel comfortable with. So eventually that review will happen, but just not yet. Last week we released a few videos for you, as well as a live stream. We had a Killstreak Tuesday video with an emphasis on flanking, and for some reason, as of releasing this video, that killstreak has 445 likes and 0 dislikes. And I just gotta say, what is wrong with you people? There's always at least 1% dislikes in every video. And there's even a person who said to me, I kid you not, that in every video where I kill an NC, they will give me a thumbs down. Well, sir, you are not holding up to your side of the bargain. And I say that in jest, but I just find it really, really interesting. I don't care about upvotes or downvotes either way because they all count as engagement in the eyes of YouTube. They're neither a positive thing or a negative thing, and your viewer engagement is one of the metrics that helps YouTube choose which content comes up on your screen when you're just browsing videos. If anything, I use upvotes and downvotes as a means to judge myself on what you guys want to see and what you guys don't want to see. So it's just kind of interesting to see that this little Killstreak video has so many likes and 0 dislikes, because there's always one. There's always at least one. But anyway, we also released another simple strategy video about pieing a corner or slicing a corner. Very straightforward. A lot of us do this from time to time, but just don't make it a conscious effort. So the idea is to create an awareness that it is a skill that we have access to and should be used in appropriate situations. And lastly, for this week as far as videos goes, we released a video regarding elitism in PlanetSide 2. And lots of interesting feedback on that video. And on the whole, PlanetSide 2 has a great community. PlanetSide 2 probably has one of the best communities that you'll see in the first-person shooter genre. The point of the video, though, is to explain and counter the types of behavior that we do see from time to time, and the behaviors that drive away new players and slowly but surely create a less enjoyable experience for the majority of the player base. Also, on Wednesday, we had another live stream. This time it was TR on Waterson, and that was a lot of fun. The point of my live streams is not only to engage with all of you as subscribers, and that's why I lead platoons and whatnot, but it's also to create engaging fights that aren't just boring Zerg fests. That's why I deliberately avoid the Zerg and go somewhere where I think that I can create a fight. Sometimes we need to get to the good bases where these sorts of things can happen, but in this stream we really didn't. We encountered good resistance at basically every step of the way, so it was a lot of fun. A little counter-Zergy, I guess, but it was good defense either way. More importantly though, at least for me, is that it was another PS2 push-ups stream, and that is to say, I do push-ups every time I die, or I try to. Or if I can't do push-ups anymore, I'll try to do something else. And because of that, this GIF is something that came from it. One of the viewers put it together, and it makes me laugh to no end. So, we have fun. But that said, I'd like to end this video with an extremely satisfying 7 kill streak with a Solstice Carbine, and hopefully get to work on some more videos for all of you. Thanks very much, folks. Wrel signing off.
Will you truly allow yourself to lose? A new conglomerate has taken the facility.
My hero. This'll be good as new.
new conglomerate has taken the facility.